Welcome to the Disruptive Innovation Festival.
In the beginning, the stuff that we made was, relatively now, from our perspective now, simple. Like we made metals. Okay, there's a metal fork, and it's a piece of metal lighter. You want fire. In the old days, it took you a long time, and now we have a lighter. No problem at all. But again, it's lots of different materials. So what you see is an increase of complexity as we've kind of grown as a civilization. But what we haven't done as a civilization, as material scientists and engineers, designers, makers, is make this recyclable. So when this at the end ends its days, we don't get back all the complexity. We don't recover all of those materials again.
And what we do is we redesign everyday stuff. So typically the stuff that is very wasteful or has toxic ingredients in it, and we redesign the whole manufacturing process and the whole material composition to make it as simple as possible, only with known materials known on its recycle potential, known on its health impact. And if we use more than one material, we should be able to recover the two materials in a pure form. And the polyester adhesive was a special one because it bonds the two layers together, like any other adhesive or glue. But if you give it a signal, a frequency signal after use, it decouples in a split second.
I think people care about what's in their food. They should care about what's in their laptop. They should care about what's in their desk, what their desk is made of, what their chair is made of. And how do we do that? Well, that is about people understanding and having a language that's common. At the moment, people just find the whole thing too complex.
To take into consideration when you're designing this product, what is going to happen at the end of the first user cycle. So the ease of disassembly, glue like a screw, that's where the topic came from. That is really important.
We discovered that it's not only the recycling that we made possible, but also the health impact of the carpet. There are no VOCs anymore, no off-gassing anymore, and it's easier to clean, it was easier to install. So a lot of other benefits that came to this new product that was so simple in its material composition that we actually didn't see coming. That made us very enthusiastic about redesigning other stuff than only carpet. But there's more than only textiles in the world. So we were looking for someone who can make, or a company that can make, for example, hardboard panels in a way that it is also a pure material set, no additives. And then at the MacArthur Foundation, the CN100, we met with Ecor.
What is the technology Ecor? Basically, our company took about a decade to develop the technology where with only water, pressure and heat, we can take almost any kind of cellulose fibers. I've got a sample here. This is Ecor made from old office paper where we laminate each other and you get a structural panel. When we now could take the melamine or the veneer, use the adversible heat adhesive and on an Ecor panel, then basically at the end of its life cycle use, you can separate the two of them again. We can put them back in the grinder, make a new panel out of it.
One of the first things I think this product does is it shows the future to me, and I think to the whole of civilization, which is that we have to radically change our attitude towards making things. And many people kind of shrug their shoulders and say it's impossible to make things that are fully recyclable and make into other things. And I think it's great to see such a proof of principle.
What if we can redesign everything?
If we work with materials like the Ecor material, with glass, for example, with polyester, all the materials that we know that they can be recycled without losing quality, then really the opportunities are endless. Yeah, we do have a preference now for products that are kind of bulky and that are around us a lot. And that is why carpet and mattresses are the first two products.
I don't buy that the future is either kind of fully grown materials that are only in the natural cycle, so-called, or that it's purely synthetic. I think that we are going to have to learn how to get the best out of both types of material, and this is a good example of that.
100% recyclable furniture designs. I think the time to start testing this is really tomorrow.